is about that time right here on KAZ Radio, Cleveland's online inspiration station with none other than Les Brown and Coach Giani. How are you guys doing today?
We're doing better than good, better than most, and sometimes even better than that. Stacy, can you see me yet?
Not yet.
Ask your listeners, can they see me? And for them to text you and let you know. And I want you to let your friends know. What do you say?
Share it. Tell everybody that you're on.
Share it. Tell everybody you're on. Like it. Share it. Like it. And let people know that you're on, as well as send us some comments. But we're using technology. This is our first time working the kinks out on KAZradio.org.
TV.
On the .tv.
Yes, you're on the .tv.
Yeah, KAZradio.tv. Cleveland's inspiration station. This is Believe Land. They used to call this the lake, the mistake by the lake, but it's different now. This they got a championship and made history.
All right.
Yes, Stacy, are you there?
I am here, Les. I am here.
And you're technologically challenged, I guess.
See you.
I am keep on rolling, Mr. Brown.
You say keep on rolling.
Hear it out. The callers are hearing you live on the call because not all of them can access the internet. So you just take it away, Mr. Brown.
Very good. It's a pleasure to be with you this evening. I have a special friend, Coach Giani, that I'm going to introduce you to. But before I do that, I want to say to you that this is a brand new day. And this is a time where you have to be creative. This is a time where you have to commit yourself to be a student, to embrace the new economy. There's no such thing as job security. You know that. And every day, over 20,000 jobs are being eliminated from the economy. Over 20,000 jobs that's being sent overboard for cheap labor or being replaced by robots or artificial intelligence. So, but let me deal with what's most important. I want you to write down Getting Unstuck by Les Brown. Getting Unstuck by Les Brown. I did this presentation some time ago, and it's still strong and powerful today. And I want you to watch this between now and next week. Getting Unstuck by Les Brown. And the reason that I want you to do this is because sometimes we get stuck. Things happen. I saw it yesterday for the first time, including the speech that I gave in the Georgia Dome for the first time. I don't watch my speeches, and the reason that I don't is because I don't want to duplicate the same thing. However, I was in a place within myself that I said I'm not myself because I've taken some hits. Have you ever seen a fight where the boxer has been hit and he can't even raise his hands to defend himself, and the referee steps in or his corner throws in the towel? Well, that's where I was for a long time, and I didn't know it. As I was preparing today to go to the Cleveland Clinic and to get some assessment of my health, that yesterday I spent time meditating and praying and journaling and watching my videos. And I said to myself, with tears coming down my face, I know that guy. There are things that can happen to you in life where you become disconnected from your power. Things that can happen to you in life that you, not having someone to step in to stop the fight, the battle that you're engaged in, or throw in the towel for you, that life can knock you senseless and you'll forget who you are. I'm telling you, and I'm being very transparent, very personal. And that's literally something that has happened to me, that I just haven't been myself. I've taken blow after blow after blow after blow. I was still functional, and my children, they did an intervention with me that literally saved my life. But that's another conversation. But I want you to think about your goals and dreams. And I want you to develop a ritual for yourself, because you're going to take some hits, just like we had some complications and coming on now. When you get on an airplane, before the plane takes off, they tell you to fasten your seatbelt. Why? Because you're going to experience some turbulence before you reach a comfortable altitude. When you decide to reinvent yourself, when you decide to create a new chapter for your life, when you decide to transition out of a job that's below your pay grade, that is just no longer you, that you've got to the point where you don't want to show up 40 hours a week just to do something to pay the bills, that you want to live a life of meaning and value and having impact. Helen Keller said life is either a daring adventure or it's boring. And so I want to say to you, if you got something special, you've got greatness in you, you have the ability to do more than you can ever begin to imagine. But because you have that greatness does not mean that things aren't going to happen to you or the people you care about. My favorite book says, think it not strange that you will face the fiery furnaces of this world. You will, not you might. You will have tribulations. And so I want to focus each Monday, not just on motivating you, but how you can make money in the new economy. I have someone with me that when he was going through some tough times, I'm going to have him to tell you in his own words, he heard my voice, and it connected him with himself and gave him the wherewithal to do what he's doing now, and that is helping you, me, my family, and people that I care about create wealth. They call him Coach Giani. Hello, Coach. How are you?
How you doing today?
I'm doing better than good, better than most, and sometimes even better than that. And I want to thank you for flying up from Orlando to meet with me and to add this new chapter and this new dimension to my business. I want you to share with people what it is that, as you look at yourself, a defining moment in your life and how you got into the business that you're into right now.
Well, first of all, I came to United States with $100 in my pocket.
$100.
I didn't know English. Yes.
And you didn't even speak the language.
No.
Yes.
But I had a dream.
How long have you been here?
For 20 years.
20 years.
20 years.
And you came here with a dream in your heart.
With a dream, and this is what happens. We all grow with dreams, but then I started to have bad friends in my surroundings for 16 years. And I made a lot of mistakes. I was broke until I was 36 years old. Okay? And exactly what you said, there's no job security. One day, my boss came to the office and said, we don't need you anymore. We don't need you anymore. And he fired me.
How long have you been working there?
I was working there for 6 years.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a brand new baby. I had 2 kids with child support, and I had no savings and nothing, and I had to get government help. And after that is when I started reaching out to motivation, something that to keep me alive, because it was even the street or become successful.
Mm-hmm.
That's when I started listening to your audio and videos, and I start believing in myself because of you. So actually being here is a dream of mine.
Thank you, and I'm glad to have you here. And I'm glad that we were able to play a role in your life, and that you're talking about something that's major. They did a study of some top achievers, over 3,000. They wanted to know what was the common denominator among them that enabled them to reach their goals. And they found that 85% of them reached their goals because they believed in themselves, because of their attitude, rather than their intelligence, their aptitude.
Exactly.
And so this moment that you now sharing with me, that you created a ritual for yourself of listening to motivational messages as opposed to listening to the television, as my daughter Ona Brown would call. And so you then went into business. And so what is the business that you conduct, and how is it that you help people?
Well, after I started listening to that, I started looking into the internet because I heard that actually all the books that you guys recommended, Think and Grow Rich and your books and your audios, they were talking about affiliate marketing.
Mm-hmm.
And I went online, I started looking into different programs. I failed terribly. I just couldn't find the right person to teach me but I kept going. Because I knew that I would find the right person. And I went to an event, Affiliate Millionaires, and I went to that event in the beginning of 2014, and I met a guy who was actually from Peru. I created a friendship, and he offered to coach me. And 6 months
in affiliate marketing.
In affiliate marketing.
Yes, go ahead.
And I'm gonna explain a real example how people can make money with this. Okay, and he coached me. And 6 months later, I made my first $1 million online.
6 months later.
Yes. And I'm gonna make an example how
Yeah.
people can make money. So and with a real case scenario, you have right now a product that is motivational that goes for around $250, right?
Yes.
Okay, let's say less that you want to pay people to promote that specific program.
Yes.
Okay, you say, I'm gonna give you guys 50% of commissions. Just go promote it.
Okay.
That means I will make $175 per sale, right?
Yes.
So what I learned was to place ads on Facebook, Google, Bing, and I will spend less than $175, and I will make a profit. And that's how I made my first $1 million. I will find people like you that had a product.
Who had a product, and you would get 50% on the back end.
50% commission, yes.
Now, how do you do this with Facebook?
Facebook,
and Google,
Bing, Google, at the top.
and Amazon?
Right now, we transition because the economy of the internet is things start evolving. Okay, then we moved into Amazon. Okay, first year we did $1 million. Second year we tripled, $3 million, and this year we're close to do. We should be doing $5 million in sales.
And so you're teaching people how to do this.
Correct.
I wonder, can you teach people how not to cough when you're on the air?
They get excited.
She didn't cough in the car. Get in here, cough. You know, we shoot people who cough. All right. This is Monica Green in the background. I'm not going to tell you her name. Okay.
But this is the beauty about Amazon right now.
Yes.
There is no risk to get involved. Why? Because you don't have to own a product. We have a search mechanism that we know which products people are selling. Then you enlist yourself as an Amazon seller. Okay, anyone can register. It doesn't matter, and you can list the same products that people are already selling. You don't own the product, and when someone buys, you go to a supplier that sells it for cheaper, which we know all of them, and you make the margin.
And so you're training people. You have a seminar that's teaching people how to do this.
We have the Millionaire Mastermind. Is the company where we train an average person, it doesn't matter who it is, that has a dream and a passion to become better in life. We can help them build $1 million business on Amazon.
Where do you have these meetings?
They're virtual.
Oh, they're
Virtual.
So people can get them online.
Online, yes.
Okay, now those of you, if you're interested, one of the things I think about, if you have motivation and you have no money, that motivation ain't gonna last long. Trust me on this. Feel this. I have 10 children. Listen to the old man. All right. I'm telling you, I feel better when I have money. I don't even need my medication as often. And so this is something that I think that the next chapter, where people are right now because they know there's no such thing as job security. In fact, there are many companies that are saying to people, listen, your job is going to India or your job is going to Mexico, and if you want your severance pay, you've got to train your replacement. Now, that's a bitter pill to swallow. You have to train your replacement, and we will evaluate them, and if they can't do the job well as a result of your training, you won't get your severance pay. Now, that's wrong.
At least they get severance. I didn't get anything.
No, they're not going to get that. Yeah, that's not going to get that. So here's what I want you to do. Tell people how they can contact you, and so that you can send them out information
Yes.
on when you're going to do this seminar that's going to teach them how to earn money online.
Correct. So they can go to the millionairemastermind.com.
MillionaireMastermind.com. Don't hit the table.
Yes.
MillionaireMastermind.com.
And I have a full presentation that explains to them how the business model is.
Okay. Now, please mention Les Brown that you heard it here on this particular Monday night phone call, because our goal is every week is to introduce you to people that's helping others to create wealth, and then have some sessions with you in person. We're doing something that's helping people to become life coaches and trainers and certified Les Brown speakers. And you can go to the Les Brown Institute and get information on that tonight, anytime. But I want to augment your mindset with your skill set to create wealth. And Coach Giani is a person that I highly respect and highly recommend that can teach you how to do that. And it's taught thousands of people all over the world how to create wealth using his system. And it's a phenomenal system, and I'm excited about the possibilities of our partnering together and working on this. What else you'd like to share with the people that are listening?
I just want to share with people that they have to believe in themselves. Okay, the way I started believing in myself was every day in the morning listening to something great, and before going to bed, again listening to something great.
That's the key. That's very important, because whatever you listen to, the first 20 minutes when you wake up in the morning, it affects the spirit of your day.
Yes.
So you're programming yourself so you can get from the day, rather than allowing the news, like CNN, constant negative news, to program your days. So you're just trying to go through the day. And then at night before you go to sleep, you're programming yourself again.
Correct.
I'm doing that now. That's how I've been able to hold cancer at bay for 21 years. And I did, when I was first diagnosed with cancer, I did a presentation called You Are More Powerful Than Cancer. In fact, one of my mentees, Reuben West, called me and said, do you still have that? I said, I'm sure one of my children, they have it somewhere. But I didn't want to expose my method, because I said, what if I died? It would be very embarrassing. But I'm still here. And if I did die, I wouldn't have known anyhow. So I'm ready to release that, because I've gotten some new strategies and that can help people and save their lives. But I can tell you, ladies and gentlemen, it's better to have money and not need it than to need it and not have it. My oldest son, Calvin, he had a stroke. I don't care how old your children get, and he's 50, they're still your children. And just the health care alone that's not covered by insurance is $12,000 a month.
Wow.
You know, he's being fed through his stomach with a tube, can't swallow his own saliva. And so one illness can wipe out a fortune. And one of the things that you have to focus on is that you have greatness in you. And the greater work, to me, implies that you want to create wealth. You don't want to just make enough money to get by. Because 95% of the people who filed bankruptcy last year did so because of medical expenses.
Wow.
And so the things that you're doing now is teaching people how to create wealth.
Correct. And you know, again, someone helped me when I was in the worst time of my life, and I created this company to actually change lives. So if you guys go to the millionairemastermind.com and tell us you came from Les Brown, I'm gonna give them a special deal to make sure that they can take care of their family and take advantage of this new economy of the internet that is exploding.
Yeah. Stacy, can you hear me?
Hear you loud and clear and seeing you loud and clear.
You can see me?
Did a wonderful interview. Absolutely. You're looking kind of dapper there, Mr. Brown.
All right, that's what I'm talking about. Whatever. Yes. Do you have any questions, or the listeners, do they have any questions of Coach Giani?
Well, Coach Giani, you did an amazing job sharing that information, and thank you for what value you are bringing to the world. What I will do is open up the line so that if anyone listening has a question and or comment, they'll be able to do it. So we hope that we don't get too much background noise, so just bear with us for a moment.
You remember I told you, please investigate.
All callers are muted and may unmute themselves by pressing star 6. So we'll try this for a quick minute. If there's a listener that would have a question for Coach Giani or Mr. Brown, press star 6. Coach Giani, do you have a phone number? Because I don't have the internet right now. I can't afford it.
Do I have what?
Phone number.
Yes. 407 969 6938.
6938.
Yes.
Yeah,
Send me a
407,
message.
yeah.
Because I don't know if I can read that.
Four.
I'm writing with a lip liner.
Yes, send me a message and I will send you exactly a blueprint so you can start this from home.
Yeah, don't hit the table.
So, Coach Giani, if you repeat it one more time, I'll make sure that she gets that. That's 407.
407 969 6938.
6938. Awesome. Ray will make sure that you get that number.
Make sure you-
Thank you so much for
Make sure you tell me you come from Les Brown.
And let's see, I think there's one more person waiting with a question and or comment for Coach Giani or Mr. Brown. Just make sure that you haven't muted your phone. Just press star 6 and we'll be able to hear you. So while they're coming through, Coach Giani, I do have a question for you. What have you found to be one of the areas that somebody listening, they said this sounds too good to be true, and how can I really maximize and leverage other products and still make money? What have you responded to people who might still be sitting, scratching their head, wondering if this amazing opportunity that you're presenting is actually possible?
Okay, so that's a great question actually. What I found too good to be true is people that say that they're gonna get rich quick without proper training. Okay, when you see someone actually showing you a strategy that you can actually make it yourself and you don't depend on anyone, okay, and the person has a proven record, that's what I always look for. Someone has a proven record and it's a strategy that I can do it myself, okay. When it's good to be true is when I see a guy on a Ferrari and telling you don't have to do anything to make money, which is not true, because the only way you make money online is by sharpening those skills, by getting the right mentorship, and by sticking to the plan.
And I think that's real. I've heard, and there's a radio station, they have a theme saying knowledge is power. And I don't believe that. Knowledge that is applied has power.
Correct.
And so when you got right coaching and you work with it, and you have a learning curve.
Correct.
It takes a minute to learn it, but it's worth it. It's worth it because now you're moving in the direction of controlling your own personal economy as opposed to letting someone else do it. My sister, she worked for a bank for 22 years, and they brought people in from Mexico, and she had to train them in order to get her severance pay. And she was angry, but she did it because she wanted her severance pay. But now, this gives her an opportunity to move her life in another direction rather than going out applying for a job, which she did, and the money that they said they would pay her, even though they said she had tremendous experience and they needed her skill set, it was substantially lower than what she was earning. And if you lose a job or laid off, it take you about 18 months before you find another job, and you will make far less money than what you were making when you were working on that job. And so now this gives her a chance to build something for Sharon that she will be able to secure a financial future with the proper coaching. So I hope that all of you listen. I want you to give out your website again.
TheMillionaireMastermind.com. TheMillionaireMastermind.com. And I tell you why we can give people results. I have invested in mentors more than $500,000, and I did it for a reason. I wanted to know what they were doing wrong so I can do it better. Okay, and what I realized is for a good mentorship program to work has to be at least 6 months to a year. Number two is the mentor who is a doer needs to at least show up every week to answer questions from students, at least once a week, and we do twice or 5 times a week, where the doer who is actually doing more than $1 million a year is the mentor. Okay,
Yes.
what happens in the internet, and this is for you guys to not make the mistake. What happens is the person teaching is not a doer, and that's why the failure rate is so big.
Oh, because you said there are people who know it theoretically.
Yes, but they don't do it.
They're not doing it.
And that's why I created the concept of the Millionaire Mastermind. There is a millionaire mentor in each program who is a doer currently, not 2 years ago, because the internet changes.
Yes. So you want a current.
Millionaire in the program coaching the students. That's how you can give results to a normal person.
Whoa, that's real.
Yeah.
So I think T. Harv Eker does that too. You can't get on his stage unless you've earned $1 million. Yeah, and that's real. Well, listen, I feel that's airtight, and it's something that everybody should take advantage of. It's something for you to investigate, those of you that are watching, as well as those of you that are listening. And as I said before, it's better to have money not needed than needed not have it. I just wanted to be comfortable. I didn't want to owe anybody. Then I realized in order to be comfortable, you got to be wealthy.
Especially with 10 kids.
Yeah, I got 5 girls and 5 boys. Lord said, be fruitful and multiplied. I took him seriously. Okay. All right. Well, I want to thank you so much for being here with me and coming in, to fly in to meet with me. And I'm looking forward to building an incredible relationship. This is one of many interviews we're going to have. And I'm coming down to Orlando. I've got a major piece of property that I'm buying there that I'm going to be doing training to reduce the recidivism rate, asking prisons to allow me to put my programs in their prisons to reduce the recidivism rate and to reduce the incarceration rate, because a program like yours can show young people you don't have to sell drugs or be a rapper or be a basketball player. There are ways in which you can create income online. Just be open to learning a new strategy on how to generate that and make it in the comfort of your own home, and teaching them how to upgrade their relationships. So I'm really excited about this. This is major, and I hope that those of you that are listening, you take advantage. Go to the Millionaire Mastermind.com. MillionaireMastermind.com, and mention that you heard the interview with Les Brown, and he's going to do something special for you. Going to give you a hookup. That's what I'm talking about. Listen, you have something special. You have greatness in you. I was reading a quote sent to me by Celeste Johnson, one of my mentees, to wind things up. And it really grabbed me. I've been staying with this and marinating with this and meditating and praying on it. Leo Tolstoy, he said in a moment in his life when he was just having some problems, he said, "What in my life, as I live out the purpose of my life, that will not be undone or destroyed as I face inevitable death?" What in my life, as I face inevitable death, that after I'm gone will not be undone or will not be destroyed? And when you live your life from that kind of place, most people, when they die, 2 weeks later, there are no more stories about them. They're forgotten because their life has been so inconsequential. But if you decide that the purpose of my life, even after I'm gone, the trainers that I've taught, the life coaches, the speakers that I've certified, who are going on and changing lives around the world, even death cannot undo that or destroy that. You have something special. You have greatness within you. This has been Mrs. Mamie Brown's baby boy. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Stacy?
Yes, sir. What an amazing interview. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Coach, for you being here, Coach Giani, and sharing your brilliance. We look forward to all of our listeners taking advantage of this information tonight. And shout out to KAZ Radio for the work that you are doing. So, Mr. Brown, continue to be amazing. I know you have to go finish in studio, and I will open up the line once again for anyone who is interested in sharing any final comments and their message to you, Mr. Brown, so you can review it later.
Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Take care.
You're welcome. All right, ladies